Hello. There we go. That's the right button. It's been a long day. Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Live. Live. See if I can do this. Charlie is in the bed. Emma is sitting beside me. She's hanging out with me tonight. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody's having a good night. I'm trying to turn my monitor a little bit. There we go. Oh, goodness. It's been a long day. So, I got something new on my channel today. I was waiting, letting people file in to the room. Boy, there's a lot of people tonight. 15 people right off the bat as soon as I go live. That's crazy. Usually I've just like 4 or 5 people, but if you're here and you're new, subscribe. So this is my channel right here. Let's see, let's do this. And let's do this. See, that doesn't look so good, does it? Let's put me over here. And put this right here. That looks really bad, don't it? Let's see, let's shrink it down. I have discovered that streaming is trial and error most of the time. Most of the time, it's just trying to figure out how you want things positioned on your thing. There we go, that's better. Alright, so this is my channel. This is youtube.com/greenacrespc, which is on the little green window right there. And Victoria says, "You are lovely, Emma." She is lovely. She looks like her mother. Thank goodness she got their looks from her mother. But, so if you scroll up to the top of my channel, see, this is all my ugly mug all the way up here. I have a new button right here. Okay, so I have enabled a feature to join the channel. If you click join, you have to sign in and all, you know, like all that. Let me see. Let me see if I can. If I can just do like that. There we go. So if you click the join button right here, you can join my channel. It is $4.99 a month. For people like Kenju, who want to come in and donate $5 every single time that I come on here, which is not something that you have to do. I don't require people to come in and give me any money. I'm here just to chat and hang out with everybody and chill and answer people's questions. You don't have to donate anything to me. But if you want to join and you go over to the community tab after you've joined, now there are things here you can't see. So there are members only community things, whatever you call it, posts. And there is a code for a free, if you go, let's see, let me show you. It's been a long day. So if I go back here and I scroll down, let's pick my newest video, Hornet Control.
Why doesn't...
All right. And if you scroll down and you go to my course on bedbugs, this is my course on bedbugs. All right. This is $15. And it's, you know, but if you subscribe to my channel and you become a member right here, and you click this join button, and you become a joined member, I've got 100 of these courses for free right now for the next, like, I think it's 30 days. So if you want to go in and get yourself, it's like I said, it's normally $15, but there's a free link in the community tab of my YouTube channel right now. So you can go here, and then you just scroll down. It's the very first post for members only. So, and there we go. Kenju is already a member. 4526 after taxes. I didn't know there was taxes. So anyway, I thought I'd just let you know that it's, you know, I'm going to put stuff in the members only tab of the community every now and then. And I can also do members only videos, which I haven't decided if I want to do that yet or not. But right now I'm just giving away stuff for free in the community tab. So I wanted to say that. I wanted to point that out. I wanted to just let that. I don't like to self-promote myself very often. But anyway, let's get back up and talk about bugs. Thank you for being with us today. Well, you are welcome, Alicia. How are you? I saw a picture of your cat, Jennifer. Members only jackets. He'd be like a jock. Put a big letter, a GA on the front for Green Acres. Let's see. Here comes the wife. She must have finally got Finley to go to bed. He was not. He was wild. He was wired tonight. He's funny. Oh. Let's see. What are we going to talk about? I got a new video going up next week. Let's see if I can let me log in. Log into my channel on my side and show you guys what I've got planned for, let's see, the week. All right. So I'm going out of town last week of August, going to Disney. So I probably will not be on live. I might be, who knows. I take my work with me everywhere I go. But I am trying to get backlogged a bunch of videos for you guys with information, so you always have something to watch here. For those that don't know, typically on Tuesdays, I upload videos to the channel. Just regular videos. Like I have, well, let's just look here. These are my videos. All right, let's see. Let me fix this. Move this back over like this. All right. So this is what I see when I log into the YouTube studio. And this is my newest video right here. The best bedbug solution. It is complete bedbug treatment done right. Crossfire bedbug concentrate. This is actually me doing a bedbug treatment. This is a total bedbug treatment with voiceover and everything. That is next Tuesday. So for those interested, you really should follow the channel and check out that video next Tuesday. It's going live Tuesday morning. It's already scheduled for August 9th at 7 p.m. because that's my times that I do my videos now. So that's next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Check it out. Get on, look at it, watch it, do all that good stuff. So that's the next video coming out. So, anyway. Can the chlorine in tap water affect Crossfire? I have never had it affect any chemical that I mix yet. Chlorine does affect chemicals. If you're using like straight chlorine bleach, it can eliminate pesticides. But I have never had it. I've mixed chemicals with tap water from city water, well water, you know, all kinds of different water sources, and I've never had a problem with the pesticide lasting or, you know, not lasting. Are you eating something?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you eating?
Petite toast.
Let me have one. Just one. I like to eat these. Does anybody ever get these? This is a petite toast or a Melba toast. See that? I feel like a giant. Like I eat this, and like if you made like a French toast out of this, you would be like a giant. It's like one bite. I mean, it's one bite. It's very ASMR, isn't it? Nom 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 nom. See? ASMR. Jennifer Lego said, hello, wifey.
Hello.
Is it okay to treat with Crossfire and Harris bedbug killer at the same time? Why would you? They're the same chemical.
One's watered down, isn't it?
No, they're the same. So, Harris bedbug killer, if it's the 5-in-1 bedbug, 5-minute bedbug killer or whatever. Let's see. So, if we go, oh, don't inhale breadcrumbs. All right, so if we go to Harris bedbug killer. All right, so you got all these different ingredients. I mean, all these different. Man, I gotta drink some water. That was just dry. Kenju, I like to make little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches out of them and pretend I'm a giant. All right, so we've got the Harris bedbug killer in the yellow can. That stuff's crap. It's no good. This is no good. This is no good. But this is the 5-minute bedbug killer. So if you click this, you go this. It's the most expensive one too. This is actually Crossfire. If you read those, oh come on now. If you read those ingredients, clothanidin. I need to call somebody from MGK and ask them to actually pronounce these words for me. Metafluthrin, pibronyl butoxide. So these are the 3 active ingredients in Crossfire if you mix it yourself in a gallon. This is 1 gallon of, it says right here, 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounces. That's a gallon. So this is the same exact active ingredient that's in Frontline. There's no reason to use this at the same time you're using Frontline. Not Frontline, Crossfire. I'm thinking, please. But no, this chemical right here, this is the exact same chemical as what's in Crossfire that's mixed. So if you take 13 ounces of Crossfire, put it in 115 ounces of water, you get 128 ounces of Crossfire finished solution, which is able to be used for bed bugs, which is 128 ounces, which is 1 gallon. So this is the same thing as Crossfire. It's the same thing. There's no reason to use this and Crossfire at the same time. Now, if you bought this at Lowe's, Home Depot, somewhere like that, if you saw this on the shelf, bought it, brought it into your house to use it while you were waiting on Crossfire to arrive, you would absolutely be able to use Crossfire once it arrived, and it wouldn't hurt anything. You haven't done anything to harm the new pesticide you brought in, if that's the question you were asking. So I think I covered all my bases. I think I did. But anyway. Any way to kill carpet beetles and bed bugs besides temperate? Yeah, there's a lot. Crossfire kills bed bugs. Alpine WSG kills bed bugs. Let's see what's on the label. I don't know if carpet beetles is on the label of Alpine WSG. Let me see. Alpine WSG. Oop. I'm not sure if they're on the label. Let me tell you a secret about pest control. Beetles are on the label. Right here. Oh, y'all aren't watching. Let's see. No, not that one. That one. So beetles are on the label. Let's zoom in. Let me tell you a secret about pest control. All right. General use pesticides. So if you called me to come out to your house and I was performing what is considered a general use pest control, like a general pest control service, which covers things like spiders, ants, crickets, cockroaches, silverfish, carpet beetles, all kinds of bugs. Chemicals that you use in somebody's house may not have a specific pest listed. Like, so if you go into a house as an exterminator, and let's say your customer had a problem with spiders, okay, and you've got a pesticide that's labeled for spiders. And, well, like this, Alpine's labeled for spiders. Look at this. See this right here? It says spiders, excluding brown recluse, but it says spiders right there. All right, so it's labeled for spiders. So you go into the house and you're treating for spiders. That's great, okay? But let's say carpet beetles are something you're trying to kill as well. Well, carpet beetles aren't on the label. Lots of other beetles are. Like beetles, it says warehouse beetles, confused flower beetle, weevils, lady beetles. All right, so it will kill beetles. All right, now it doesn't specifically say carpet beetles, but it will kill carpet beetles. but you're there killing spiders. I mean, so if it kills beetles, if it kills roaches, if it kills whatever, like people ask me, I actually had a question last week. Somebody went into YouTube and they said, if I spray Crossfire in my house and I have a problem with, bed bugs, but I also have a problem with cockroaches, can I spray Crossfire? Will it kill cockroaches too? The answer is yes, it will kill cockroaches. Spray your house for bed bugs. Be very thorough. Spray all the cracks and crevices, and you will kill your cockroaches. Now, it's not labeled for cockroaches. You're not treating for cockroaches. You're treating for bed bugs. But if the cockroaches die, so what? You can't control what bugs are going to do in your house, which type of pesticide that the bugs are going to crawl through, if that makes any sense. So just because a bug isn't listed on the label, the chemical will probably kill that bug. Most pesticides will kill pretty much any kind of arthropod. Pesticides are labeled to kill bugs, and bugs are arthropods. Now, there are some bugs that won't die from, like mites. Mites are very specific. You need a miticide to kill mites, but it'll kill other bugs. So if I explained myself, I hope I explained myself. How is it possible for the shelf life of pre-mixed pesticides? Crap. It's garbage. They're not good. The shelf life of pre-mixed pesticides are not very good. I don't recommend store-bought shelved pesticides, pre-mixed pesticides. I recommend getting a concentrate and mixing it yourself. You're going to have better outcome of your overall goal to eliminate your bugs if you buy the concentrate and mix it yourself. Now, that is not possible for everybody. There are people in other states where you cannot buy Crossfire. I mean, I did this video, and I recommend, if you haven't watched it, to go watch it. It's a really eye-opening video. But if you go to this video right here, illegal. It says, it's pretty self-explanatory. Crossfire is illegal. All right, that's the whole picture there. Crossfire for bed bugs illegal? ? That's a very new video. I just put it up a couple weeks ago. All right. The reason I made that video is because there are a lot of states in the United States now that don't legally sell Crossfire. They won't sell it to you. You can't buy it as a consumer. You can buy it if you're licensed, but you can't buy it as a consumer at all. It's been made illegal for you to buy it. And so there are issues where you can't buy Crossfire, but you can buy this Harris stuff. It is pre-mixed. It's better than, some other Walmart over-the-shelf Raid garbage, but it's still not the best thing. Is it ideal? No, it's not. The ideal thing is to use Crossfire. But if you can't get Crossfire, the Harris 5-minute bedbug killer is the next best solution. This right here, this is the next best solution. And in fact, I've got it on my Amazon page, and it does confuse people. If you go down to my Amazon page, I've got bedbug supplies. It shouldn't be listed there. Oh, it is. So there it is. It's right there. People get confused because they see this right side by side with Crossfire. Now, these are the same thing. But if you can't buy Crossfire in your state, you can probably buy this. And so that's another option for you. I'm just trying to give people options. I'm really honestly just trying to help people find the solution to kill their bugs. I don't want people to get eaten alive with bed bugs. So, when I spray Crossfire, do I need to turn off the AC? No, you do not. It's not... Okay, so pesticides... Most pesticides nowadays don't leave a toxic vapor unless they're restricted. I mean, but you're not going to be able to buy a restricted use pesticide because that's what... I mean, I can. I'm licensed, but in order to buy restricted pesticides, you have to have a license. And let me give you an idea. I was actually doing some research. Let me show you a restricted pesticide. So if we go... let's see, we're going to open this one, and we're going to do this. We're going to open this one. All right. Let's see. Label. There we go. I'm sorry, Rory. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. This is Vapona. All right. This is a restricted use pesticide. All right. It says right on the label, restricted use pesticide. Danger, poison. All right. Keep out of reach of children. Terrifying. It's got the skull and crossbones and everything on it. Pretty scary stuff, right? This is restricted use. You have to have a license to buy this. You are not allowed to purchase this chemical unless you have a pest control applicator license. You will not be allowed to buy this. All right? This is restricted by the EPA. They will not let you buy it. And there's a reason. There's a reason they won't let you buy it. So let's read some of these reasons. All right? Let's go ahead and scroll over here. All right? Well, maybe it's over here. Okay, note to physician. Okay, so there we go. Note to physician. Now, this is not on Crossfire. You don't get this note to physician on Crossfire. It's not there. All right. Probable mucosal damage I can't read. The use of gastric lavage contains petroleum hydrocarbons. Vomiting may cause aspiration, pneumonia, poisoning symptoms. Symptoms include weakness, headache, tightness in chest, blurred vision, non-reactive pinpoint pupils, salivation, sweating, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps. Man, this sounds like all those kind of, medications that you see on TV where, the guy's like all happy, but then these are the symptoms. All right. This is some pretty dangerous stuff. If you accidentally misapply this chemical, you could kill yourself. This is Vapona. All right. This is the same active ingredient that's in these. All right, this is why I don't recommend Nuvan Pro Strips. Now you can buy these. These aren't restricted. These are Vapona. See, Vapona insect control. It's the same chemical that's in this really dangerous pesticide. This is very dangerous. It's restricted use. Okay? So these, I don't recommend these for the average user. This is the same thing. It's Vapona. It causes a toxic gas in your home. These, you take the little blue strip out, you put it in this little thing right here, you hang it over a door, you hang it in a closet or whatever, close the door so the vapor will build up and kill bed bugs and other types of insects. It's for things like cockroaches, flies, moths, beetles, mosquitoes, spiders, silverfish, gnats, stuff like that. That's what they buy them for. All right? I don't recommend those. But the point that I'm trying to get to is Crossfire is nothing like this. Crossfire is nothing like Nuvan Pro Strips or Vapona, all right? It's actually a pretty safe chemical. You're not really going to hurt yourself. As long as you follow the label, you're not going to hurt yourself. It does say to be out of the treated area until it's dry. That's it. You don't have to open it. In fact, I recommend using ceiling fans and leaving the air on because the circulation will just make the chemical dry faster. So you don't have to worry about poisoning yourself with Crossfire. You're not going to poison yourself with Crossfire. So, but yeah, there are reasons for pesticides being restricted. There's really not a good reason for Crossfire being restricted. What they're doing, and I go over this in that latest video that I did, 2 weeks ago, the video about illegal Crossfire being made illegal. What they're doing is they are trying to prohibit the people using it in the wrong manner. They're blanketing neonicotinoids under this, because Crossfire is a neonicotinoid. What they're doing is they're trying to make all neonics restricted, and Crossfire is a neonic, even though it says right on the label you're only supposed to use it for bed bugs, and bed bugs only live inside. You're not supposed to use it outside. You're not allowed to. If you follow the label, you're not going to use it outside. You're just killing bed bugs. So to take that chemical and group it in with other neonicotinoids, I think is grossly negligent and wrong, and I don't think they should do it. I don't know how they sell them. How they sell what? Let me see. I think I've missed something here. Oh, well, I mean, with shelf life pesticides, with shelved pesticides, I mean, it's possible to get them and they work. I've had people that have bought pesticides over the counter and they work. Not all chemicals break down on the shelf. You know, that 5-minute Harris bedbug killer, like this stuff right here, they tell you on the label of Crossfire, it says to mix it and use it within 24 hours. This is, I mean, are you getting this within 24 hours of mixing? Probably not. So, you know, is it going to work as good as Crossfire? Probably not. Will it kill bedbugs? Yeah, it will. It's probably not going to last 30 days like Crossfire will, even though it says right there the EPA claim for the residual of this product is 1 month. That doesn't mean it's going to last 1 month. It is mixed. It has been sitting on a shelf for a while, you know. What did you use to kill flies from the outside? And what to put in a basement to kill them too? It depends on what kind of fly you're trying to kill. There's different methods for different flies. I mean, black flies, garbage flies. A lot of times with garbage flies, you could just treat garbage cans, and that'll take care of garbage flies. It depends on the type of fly. Cluster flies are different. It's a different method to treat than garbage flies, than house flies, than phorid flies, fruit flies. There's lots of flies. You have to be more specific. Crossfire works. 3 weeks later. Oh, Crossfire works. Let me do it. This is 4 exclamation points. Crossfire works! There we go. 3 weeks later, and the last 3 days, no bites, no sign of bed bugs. I have another bottle, and we'll test again. No, Crossfire doesn't have an odor, really. A little bit, but not bad. I'll tell you what stinks. Orthene. Orthene stinks. Oh. Just so you know, I turned down that that thing right there, Alicia, that intercom, so you can hear the baby. What is that called?
Yeah, I've got right.
Okay, I just want to let you know. How do you recommend treating boots and shoes in a room house you are treating with Crossfire? Yeah, you can treat shoes. I'll tell you, now, they're not specific on the label where to treat your shoes or your bags or luggage or whatever. I never treat the inside. I don't treat the inside of my shoes. I only treat the outside and the soles. I don't actually treat the inside of my shoes where I'm going to slip my foot. Same with luggage bags. If I treat my own personal luggage or a customer's luggage, I never open the zipper and treat inside. I just treat the exterior of the bag. Like I said, the label's not specific. It doesn't really tell you what to treat and what not to treat, but so. Let's see here. Currently in the process of moving, and I already have the new van strips in bins with my stuff. Is that dangerous? Yes, it is dangerous. You have to be really careful with the things. They are toxic. They're toxic to humans. They can hurt you. They give off a toxic vapor. Understand when you open them, you need to open them in a ventilated space. If you're outside, you need to, I don't know if the label says this. I'm just telling you the truth about Vapona and the way Vapona is. Vapona is a toxic gas, and you don't want to breathe it in. So if you open your bags, it's a good idea to open it outside. If you've got these new van strips, because a lot of people are posting videos on Google and stuff and YouTube talking about how you use these new van strips and you put them in these sealed black plastic bags with your clothes and stuff. It's not logical, and it doesn't really work, and it's only going to harm you, and I don't think it's a good idea for you to do that to yourself. I'm just looking out for you. I'm trying to help you out. I've used new van strips. That's how I know. I've actually used them. I used them when I used to work with my dad for things like cockroaches and stuff. They do work, but they don't work. I wouldn't imagine they would work for bed bugs. But how soon after a flea treatment can you treat again? I used Alpine WSG. Watch your mouth, woman. I used Alpine. Alicia cussed like a sailor. She does.
Sorry.
She really does. If you guys hear her over there saying, "Oh shit," that's Alicia. She cussed like a sailor. She does.
Her baby's up again.
Oh, he's awake?
Yeah, he just sat right up in bed.
Okay. Well, Finley wants to be part of the action. So, how soon after a flea treatment can you treat again? I used Alpine WSG. I think it's called Packet 2 weeks ago. You can use it once every 2 weeks. I typically don't require anybody to call me before 3 weeks to do a flea retreat.
Rory.
Hey Rory, can you bring me Finley?
No, just walk.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Listen to your mother. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm supposed to be talking about bugs, not the baby.
Not the baby.
Sprayed by Fin or granules or using aerosol? I'm not sure. Some of these questions I don't quite understand. Oh, how do you recommend treating boots? Oh, I use Crossfire to treat my shoes. I don't use other pesticides. Crossfire is labeled to treat shoes. It says it right on the label. Once I mix the flea, how long is the shelf life? I think it's like 14 or 16 days, I think. Something like that. Mothballs give off a toxic vapor too. They can cause headaches and nausea. If you breathe them in, if you put them in your closet and don't seal off your closet, they stink too. I felt so bad spraying Orthene at a person's house last week while waiting on my Alpine to come in. Oh, but it kills roaches. Orthene kills roaches. I had a lady, James, if you sprayed Orthene, I had a lady one time, I went in her house and I was treating with Orthene for cockroaches. And she goes, "Oh man, that spray you got, whatever's in that tank, it smells so good." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Oh yes, it makes me want some collard greens. Oh, I'm going to have to go to the store and buy me some collards and make some greens tonight." Because it stinks. It smells like greens. It smells like cabbage cooking. It's nasty. I remember a little bit of a smell when I sprayed my car with Crossfire, but it went away after a few days. Normally, Crossfire really doesn't smell that bad. I spray all the furniture with Crossfire. I spray all the seams of a mattress. In fact, the video I have going live next week.
Sorry.
She said sugar, if y'all wonder.
Sugar. Sugar and spice.
Yep, there you go. And everything nice. That's all women are made of, right? So when I treat, so I've got a video going live next week, next Tuesday, where I show people how to treat a house for bed bugs. I have, it is the seams of the mattress, the box spring, inside and outside. I treat the bed rails, headboard, footboards. I treat the baseboards throughout the house, lazy boy recliners, pull-out sofas, sofa beds, all that stuff. Sofas, everything. All the major furniture gets treated with Crossfire. And the baseboards and window frames, door frames. Even behind some picture frames. If you pull a picture frame off the wall, you see bed bugs living on it. Treat the back of the picture frame. You're supposed to. How do you respond when the customer's house is covered in 7 dust? I make them vacuum it up. I don't go in there. It's poison. I don't do that.
What was it that y'all had? Was it Diatomaceous Earth? Oh, that was so bad.
Diatomaceous Earth. Okay, so I did a job 4 years ago. We were on our way to, was it 4 years ago we were going to that cruise? Or 3?
Were all the kids with us?
Yeah.
It was 19, so it's been almost 3 years ago.
Okay, so 2019, we were going on a cruise, and we had to cruise out of Miami, Florida. And I took my stuff with me, and I treated a lady's house in, like, Southern Virginia, right near the border of Virginia and North Carolina, on my way through Virginia. I treated a lady's house for bed bugs. She had diatomaceous earth so thick in that house when we left, it's like we were absolutely covered from head to toe, my son and I, in, it looked like Colombian nose candy. That's what it looked like, if y'all know what that is. All over me. All over me. All over my hands, my gloves. It was in my gloves. It was on me, in me. I could not help but breathe that crap in. It is so horrible. I still killed her bed bugs. But I made her go through there and start vacuuming it up in front of me and getting it up out of the floor. It was awful. It was awful. Awful. People don't understand the risks they take when they do that to themselves. They really don't understand. They see these videos on YouTube, and I refuse to search the videos because I'm not going to give them any kind of clout. But some of these videos have millions of views on YouTube about how you can kill bed bugs for $5 and $7 and $10, and it's just puff that stuff all over your house and poison your lungs. It's really bad for you. I was talking to a doctor. I have a doctor I work for. And it's both her and her husband. They're both doctors. I went to their house today. I do their house every first Thursday of the month. And a couple months ago, I was talking to them about Diatomaceous Earth. They see this all the time. People come into hospital where they've used Diatomaceous Earth all over their house. And they have the early onset of silicosis. And silicosis is similar to COPD, asthma, and emphysema. It's like having all those things rolled up into one. It's very dangerous. It can kill you. And people are breathing in this stuff in their lungs, and it's causing them to damage their lungs. It's causing lung damage. And it's really bad for you. And it's not just me trying to say, buy Crossfire because it's $40. Do you know how much money I make off of Crossfire? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's say that now if you go to my Amazon. Now, I'm not allowed to share what they pay for me. They won't let me tell you what they pay me. But if you go to my page, right here, there I am. See, there's me and Emma and Rory. That's my kids. All right, you scroll down, and you go to Bedbug Supply, and you buy MGK Crossfire. There it is, right there. All right, right now it's $39.15. Okay, so if I take that, copy that, and let's open the calculator. I'm going to show you how much I make off a sale of one bottle of Crossfire. One bottle. Now, Amazon is selling this for $39.15, okay? So let's copy that in there. All right, $39.15. And we're going to multiply that by 0.03. I make a whole penny. No, $1. Okay, $1. $1.17. $1.17 off of one bottle of Crossfire because they pay me 3%. 3% of a sale. If I sell one bottle of Crossfire, I make $1. Okay? It ain't that big of a deal. It's $1. It's $1. Alright? It's harmful. It is harmful to you. So, I don't want you to hurt yourself. Did y'all get kicked off of your game?
Oh, no, we didn't.
Okay. Can y'all still see me in chat? I think my live stream went down. Can y'all see me? Let me know if you can or can't see me. I hope chat's working. It says there's 30 people watching right now. All right, good. It's still working. I didn't know if it hiccuped or not. It just reset my whole timer. But anyway, the number one thing that I get on my DE videos, in fact, see, I can share. See, I read every comment. A lot of YouTubers don't. A lot of YouTubers won't read their comments. But if you go to my channel, and you should subscribe. You really should. You can join. If you want, you can join. If you join, it's $4.99. You do have to sign in with your Google account or whatever. But and then you can see like members only stuff that I do. I don't do a lot of members only stuff, truthfully. But let's search DE. All right. Diatomaceous Earth, don't poison yourself. All right, let's go here. Let's see what people are saying. All right. All right. Okay. It seems like every natural remedy has its detractors, making it seem like a time bomb. However, the same critics probably don't make a peep over non-natural products full of dangerous chemicals in all the stores. All right, there's one. There's one. I reply to it because, like I said, I read these. You know, note to self: do not snort diatomaceous earth. Some of these are obvious troll comments. You know, and this is just comment. I was looking for the ones that claim. You know, I think it's this one. It's my first one. This one. It's got 159,000 views. And there's me. That's a long time ago. I was young. This hair isn't even gray yet. See this hair? My hair's brown. That's brown hair. Look, hey, Alicia, look. I used to have brown hair. Look up there. See? See, I used to be brown.
I know how to fix that.
I know. You want to color it with markers or something. But anyway, we won't waste your time letting me beef about how people come and troll me on my channel all the time. So let me see here. Let's do up close camera. There we go. Oh, we have chimney swifts in our chimney in the attic. Old chimney. Chimney swifts are protected in some areas. You gotta be careful. They will migrate though. How can I treat now or when the birds finally leave? Pesca said biggest need is for the birds to leave. No bugs anywhere else. Checked everything. So what you can do for chimney swift bugs, or they're very similar to bed bugs. Once the chimney swifts leave the house, you can treat your house for bed bugs. And when the chimney swift bugs come in looking for a host, they'll die. So that's the easiest way to get rid of chimney swift bugs. I have known of people that have dusted their chimneys. I don't know how legal that is, but I have known of people that have done it, where they have taken a duster, other exterminators, and they have dusted up the, open up the flue and dust up the flue. And what will happen is the draw from the chimney will actually pull the dust up the flue, and it will kill the bugs inside the flue. That's what I've known of people to do. Like I said, I don't know how well it works, but I know you can treat a house inside the house for bed bugs, and it will kill the chimney swift bugs. So, I'm not concerned with members only stuff. I just want to support the channel any way I can. Well, thank you, Kenju. I appreciate it. But I do give away cool stuff. Cool stuff. I like giving away the memberships to my course and everything. That's pretty cool. I like to do that. But the thing about the members being able to just give it away, like I give away copies of my book and everything too. And I feel like when I do it on my live streams, a lot of people really miss out, because once the live stream's over, some people don't even catch my live stream for weeks after it's been aired, and by then the promo is gone. And so I'd rather post it in the community tab where people are paying attention, more diligently paying attention, and so I can give a lot of members only stuff there. What is Rory up to? I think he's rocking Finley.
He just put him back down to bed. He rocked him for me.
Okay, he'll be down here in a minute.
He doesn't smell like milk.
Yeah, he's rocking the baby because he doesn't smell like milk. See, Finley's got this thing. He's 9 months old, and so he's got this desire to eat boobies all the time. And if you smell like boobies like Alicia does, the baby wants to eat. I'm not supposed to say booby. People say booby is vulgar. Do y'all think booby is vulgar? I don't think booby is a very vulgar word. Personally, I've been using the word booby all my life. I don't think it's vulgar. I want to thank you for your videos. It has helped me with my bedbug issue. I'm having a pest control company come out to verify that the bug problem has been dealt with. James says, what do you think the best option is to kill fleas under a trailer that possums have gotten under? After fixing the way they got in, of course. Alpine Aerosol, bifenthrin granule, or something else? JSVT says, thank you for answering my question. Did you ask me a question? I try to answer everybody's question. Oh, you're the one about the Chimney Swifts. Oh, yeah. Anytime. What do you think the best... Alpine Aerosol is probably the easiest thing to use, honestly, under a trailer. And you can spray... Now, you don't have to use Crossfire for Chimney Swift bugs. You could use Alpine. Alpine's cheaper. Alpine's a lot cheaper. Like half off. Like half the price. If you go to Amazon, and actually the best one is just right here on Flea Control Products. I took off the big jar. Like I did have... Oops. Like if you go to Bedbugs, I think it's still listed in here. Yeah, like this one, that's $160. All right, that's the one I buy. Like if I buy Alpine, that's the one I buy because it's 500 grams. I'm going to use it. In fact, I use about that much Alpine in 2 months. That's how much I go. That's a lot. But if you go to the Flea Control, it's got a link directly to these little packets. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grams. So that's 50 grams. And you're paying more per gram, but the average person's not going to have to spend $160 on fleas. It's 10 grams of Alpine for fleas. That's what you mix it. So you only need one packet. So that's 5 gallons of chemical right there, which is a lot. It's more than what you would need. Oh, I'm sorry, for fleas. But if you read the label for Alpine, let's see what the label says. WSG label. Do I still have that open? Oh, no, there it is. It's still open. So if we scroll down on the Alpine label, and... Okay, so this is your dilution chart at a 0.01% is 10 grams per gallon. All right, so let's go look at bedbugs. All right, bedbug says 10 to 30. So you can mix 10 grams, and you're not... I mean, they are a bedbug. They're not exactly bedbugs. They're a bedbug. They're in the same family. They're in the same family as bedbugs. And so you could probably use 10 grams of Alpine just fine to treat for Chimney Swift bugs. At night, you can spot them with a flashlight. Chimney Swifts, you can. What about Harris Bedbug Home Kit? Don't buy it. It's a waste of money. Will Chimney Swift bugs take over the same way bedbugs do, or will they come looking for blood? They come looking for blood, just like bedbugs do. I don't think they can reproduce without the birds. I think they still have to have birds, but they will bite you. They will chew you up. Chimney Swift bugs will bite you just like bedbugs do. They will live around your bed just like bedbugs do, but I don't think they can survive without the bird. I think they need the bird. So, but I've gone into homes where they had Chimney Swift bugs, and they absolutely eat the people up. They're not fun. You don't want them. Do you have much experience using Alpine for bedbugs? Yes, actually. I used Alpine a lot for bedbugs. I have used it a lot for bedbugs. I mean, almost every single job I've done for bedbugs in the last probably 10 years, I used to use Alpine on every one of them. Now, I don't anymore. I use Crossfire strictly, but I used to use 2. So I would go in, and Rory would go in, the 2 of us, because I've been training him since he was like 8 years old. So we would go in and do a job together. He would treat all the baseboards throughout the house with Alpine. I would treat everything else with Crossfire. So we would use both products in the house at the same time. I didn't use Crossfire on top of Alpine. I used just Alpine on the baseboards and Crossfire everywhere else, and that's the way I always did it. And up until maybe about a year, maybe 2 years ago, I stopped using Alpine because I was noticing that when I would use Alpine and Crossfire together, I wasn't getting the same results I used to. So I believe the bed bugs are starting to develop a resistance to Alpine. Now, maybe not anymore, but they were at that time 2 years ago. And so I'm just using Crossfire now. And I do fine with just Crossfire. It works just perfectly fine. Let me know when I've been streaming for an hour because my time is all messed up.
When did you start streaming?
I don't know. I thought you knew that.
Okay.
I am tired tonight. I almost didn't stream tonight. But I did 25 stops today, and I am just, I'm beat. I am beat. Do you know anything about book lice? I have a call tomorrow for them for the first time, and me or anyone in my office has never dealt with them. I have done book lice. It was a long time ago. It's probably been 15 to 20 years ago. It was a very long time ago. I don't really remember what we did for book lice. I have to look it up. Let's see. Let's take a look, because now I'm curious. Let's open a new window. Book. Oh. Pirate is labeled to kill book lice. Oh, so it's a space spray, like a fog. It says you can also use Pirate to apply directly to cracks and crevices of bookshelves, pantries where you found the book lice. It's been so long ago. Borax enzyme based substances, so like boric acid, something like that would kill them. That sounds like fun. I would recommend watching some of those channels, like from Solutions Pest and Lawn. They've got some good videos. I would go watch some videos on YouTube. Truthfully, I don't have any. I have not had to deal with book lice in a very long time. I might make a video on it because that's an interesting video to make. I'll read and do some research and make a video for you. But that's going to be too late for you because you got a book lice job tomorrow. So, I'll tell you what I did. 23 years ago, I ran into my very first bedbug job. And I came home and I told my dad, I said, hey, I've got these bedbugs I got to go deal with. And he said, well, I don't really know how to kill them. I've never had to do it before. And I said, so you don't know how to kill them? And he said, no. He said, you're going to need to go to the library and you're going to need to do some research and find out what kills bedbugs. So I went to the library. I took 2 weeks and I researched how people used to kill bedbugs back when DDT was around and other chemicals back in the 70s. And I learned a lot. I pulled up old articles from newspapers, from the New York Times, from the Roanoke Times here in Virginia, Lynchburg paper. Whatever I could find that had bed bugs on it, I read. I didn't find a lot. Most of everything I read was about DDT and how it was used. And then I pulled labels of pesticides and read the directions on how to get rid of bed bugs on the label of pesticides. And that's how I've learned all these years. I just continue to learn all the time how to kill bed bugs. And that was the beginning of what you see today. You know, that was the beginning. And so that was 23 years ago. That was the very first bedbug job I did. I didn't have another bedbug job for 3 years, but I didn't need to do the research. I already had. I just needed to figure out which chemicals. And the chemicals have gotten progressively better to get rid of bedbugs than what they were. I mean, Dursban, I'll tell you, I don't talk about this a lot because IPM is bullshit and I don't like to mention it on my channel. But IPM is the reason we have bedbugs. And I will be completely, totally honest with you. IPM contributes to the bedbug problem that we have. Back when I was young, I'm really young. I'm talking like 12, 13 years old, over 20, 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago. And I was doing pest control. We were baseboard jockeys. Everybody was a baseboard jockey. IPM didn't exist. You went in, you treated baseboards, you treated windowsills, you treated around door frames in every single house. If your exterminator did not come in your house and treat inside your house, you fired them because they weren't doing their job. And then came this new wave called IPM, Integrated Pest Management. And what it is it's more baits, less pesticide, okay? And we were treating baseboards. We were treating the areas that bedbugs infest. When you bring a piece of luggage into your house and you put it in the middle of your floor, the bedbugs go to the baseboards. The bedbugs crawl up on the bed, okay? Hardly anyone was doing bedbug calls in the 90s and the early 2000s. They weren't doing them because people were still baseboard jockeys, like me. I'm a baseboard jockey. I go in the house, I treat everything. I know where bugs come in and establish themselves, and so I treat those areas to stop the bugs from doing it. All right? A lot of exterminators nowadays will not. They absolutely will not do baseboards. If they do, a lot of them charge extra, or they act like it's just such a chore. But truthfully, if it was not for IPM, we probably wouldn't have the bedbug epidemic we have today, because pest control would still be doing their job. They'd still be coming in and doing preventative pest control on baseboards inside people's houses, and these bugs wouldn't have reestablished themselves. This is actually in the Virginia manual that I was reading that I've been reading for the past like 2 months on health. There's actually a bedbug insert, and they blame it on IPM. They don't say IPM, they don't say integrated pest management, but what they do is they say that the introduction of baits and baiting and not spraying is what has caused the boom of bed bugs in the country. That, along with international travel, has of course that's increased, and so that's of course bringing in more pests into the United States that we pretty much got rid of. But integrated pest management is a bad thing. I don't agree with it. I think it's a really bad decision. I think people that do integrated pest management get more callbacks than me, because I don't get callbacks hardly ever. The only people that ever call me to have me come back to their house after I've treated are people that are on like a bi-monthly or a quarterly service plan. People that are on monthly service plans, maybe once in a blue moon I have to go back. And honestly, I can't even remember the last time I went back on a monthly pest control. But I do inside and outside. I do it all. And if you're there at the house and you're treating the outside of the house, it takes literal like 5-10 minutes to do the inside too. Just do it, get it done, do it right, and you won't have bug problems. None of my regular pest control customers, none of them get bed bugs. If they do, they die before they get established. I have a customer who has a home at Smith Mountain Lake. It's a rental home. People come and they stay there from out of state, from all over the place. They come and they stay at this lady's house. They bring bed bugs into her house. The bed bugs don't get established. They die because I treat the baseboards. I treat the areas the bed bugs want to live. And they die when they get in the house. It's amazing how baseboard jockey works better than everything else. So, but IPM stands for Integrated Pest Management, and it is not good. Hey Jason, do you have any tips for keeping so many wasps from invading my pool? I don't. You can get those bags, like those little bags that trap the wasps, but as long as, if you could drain your pool, It's been 100 plus degrees here in North Texas and no rain for 2 months. Now we have huge American cockroaches showing up inside my workplace. I guess they're looking for water. That's what they do. That's what they do. Pest control in NYC is booming right now. Great tips. I think you're kind of underselling an IPM-based service for food service. Preventative treatments aren't going to do as much since the modern population of bed bugs are highly resistant to pyrethrins. Are you using pyrethrins? If you're using pyrethrins, you're like 20 years ago. Pyrethrins are not where it's at. I use Alpine WSG. That's my general pest control product. That's what I use. I don't use pyrethrins for bed bugs. Alpine WSG is not a pyrethrin. It's not a synthetic pyrethroid either. Pyrethrins, the thing is pyrethrins, specifically, Rob, pyrethrins occur naturally in chrysanthemums and marigolds. They are natural pesticides. Now, a synthetic pyrethroid is not the same thing. It's a synthetic duplicate of a pyrethrin. It's when scientists have come and said, okay, so this is the molecule of a pyrethrin. This is why it breaks down so quickly. So let's enhance this molecule and make it last longer. That's called a synthetic pyrethroid. It's a recreation of a pyrethrin that lasts longer. So it's similar, but it's not the same thing. It's synthetic. It's man-made. Jennifer says it's been an hour. But I'm not underselling IPM. IPM is shit. It's garbage.
I think wasn't one of the magazines actually said that that's responsible for the surge in bed bugs?
That was the Virginia State Manual. The Virginia State Manual said that IPM is the direct relationship to why bed bugs are so bad.
Yep. Yep. I mean, they're just confirming what we already know.
Okay, so of course you wouldn't use pyrethroids for bed bugs. Okay, I don't use pyrethroids for interior service. I don't use pyrethroids for interior service. I don't. It's not my practice. It's not business practice. It's not good practice. It's old. Now, if it were like a spider problem in a garage, that's one thing. But if you're treating the inside of a home or a restaurant or a service facility, you use neonicotinoids. They are the best. They are non-repellent. They don't cause bugs to run everywhere. They are much more effective at getting rid of interior pests. Pretty much every interior pest. You can use Tempered, you can use Alpine, which are both neonicotinoids. You can use, they're much more effective at getting rid of cockroaches. They're much more effective at getting rid of spiders, ants, crickets. Ants are a big deal to restaurants. Flies are a big deal to restaurants. Cockroaches. And all of these can be settled with neonicotinoids. They're better pesticides. I don't use pyrethroids interior. It's cheap, and you're selling your customer short by using a cheap chemical if you're using pyrethroids inside. Pay a little more money and do the job right. That's what you need to do. That's what works. Alpine's really expensive, but it does better job than Demon. Are you going in and spraying Demon around? Is that what you're doing? Are you going in and spraying Talstar? That's cheap. They're cheap. They're crap. They don't work. They cause chemical resistance within 90 days. They're garbage. They're just garbage. I could teach you a thing or two. I've been doing this a long time. Any homebrew mole solutions? The best thing for moles, they make mole poison. It's not very effective, but you can treat your yard for like grubs. Moles eat grubs. So if you treat the ground for things like grubs and worms, and well, not necessarily worms, because most of your granules won't even kill worms. Earthworms are good for the soil, but and so granules are typically formulated not to hurt earthworms. But if you treat your yard with something like a granular pesticide for grubs, a lot of times the moles will leave. Moles eat grubs and earthworms, and the earthworms won't be as plentiful as like a grub will. And so if you treat your yard for grubs, you kill their food source and they leave the yard alone. That's the most effective. Now, in a really, really wet season where you have lots of rain and you have lots of earthworms, it won't work as well, but it does work other years. I've actually cleared my yard of moles just by treating the yard for things like grubs and mosquitoes and stuff like that, because it gets into the soil and kills the grubs. But granules work really good for grubs. I usually recommend that. I have people call me for things like that all the time, and I just tell them treat the yard. It's pretty cheap. You can get granules just about anywhere. Just look for the highest concentration so that you've got something that'll last a good while to kill off all your grubs. Does steaming surfaces after using Crossfire affect the Crossfire? It can. Crossfire is not really rated for high temperatures. Have you seen success with Apprehend? I don't use Apprehend myself because there are issues with Apprehend that I have yet to see settled. The mold spore that is in Apprehend has caused people to have allergic reactions, not to the point of like anaphylaxis, but more of like skin irritations and rashes and stuff and itchiness. And so I just, right now, while Crossfire works, I'm not switching away to Apprehend, but I am really closely looking at it, and I've hinted a couple of times on my channel that I was considering purchasing it and the equipment used to do a bedbug job with Apprehend, just to show people how it's used. But it's really expensive, and it just, like I said, with the fact that it can cause allergic reactions, I don't really want to do that to my customers. I don't think it's worth the risk to do that. I don't think it's worth a lawsuit either. So that's why I'm not really interested in trying it yet. Oh, you don't bother me, Rob. I kind of sound condescending sometimes. I'm not trying to. I'm used to people jumping all over me on YouTube all the time. I'm not trying to be a jerk or trying to come off as one. Sometimes I do. But I'm just very passionate about my work. Do bedbug interceptors really trap bedbugs? No. Yeah, exactly, Jennifer. Those traps are junk. Throw them out. I completely agree. Yes, like GrubX. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's for grubs. So let's go look real quick, because this is something that's a question about moles. So let's look up best granules. I'm probably really spelling everything. I'm a horrible speller. Thank goodness for autocorrect. All right, best overall by oh, these are really good. These are really good granules. These are actually really good granules. This is Bob Vila. Hey, Bob Vila said to buy this. It's pretty good stuff, though. I think this is... Let's go look and see what Bob Vila says. All right. Man, that's expensive. Am I going to get what's in it? What is in it? It doesn't say. Well, the Bear Advanced granules are really good. These are Bio Advanced. Science-based solutions. Ooh, it's science. What's the active in this? It doesn't say. I want to know. It will not tell me. Let's do this. I think you could buy this at Lowe's. Yeah, you could buy this at Lowe's. So Lowe's has it. Oh, where's the active ingredient in this crap? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. It's different than it used to be. So, I thought it used to be imidacloprid. I thought that's what it used to be. Let me see. Maybe this is... Oh, no. That's this one. That's this one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's right here. Where is it? Where is it? It's the one that looks like tinfoil. I saw it and then it disappeared. Oh well. Pretty much any granule that says grubs on the label will kill them. For your molds. Oh. I agree, Rob. That's another reason I haven't used Apprehend, because it's really picky on how you apply it. I've been told to leave dead moles in the tunnel buried. I think there's something strategic. Okay, so the thing about moles is moles are highly, like, what's the word?
Territorial.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I'm tired. Moles are highly territorial. They will kill each other. If you take 2 moles and you put them in a 5-gallon bucket, you'll come back, you might find 2 dead moles. That's how mean they are. They will kill each other. So, a dead mole in a tunnel is not going to be a big deal because they'll just come in and take over the area, usually within 20 minutes. They did a study at Virginia Tech that showed that that they had an area they were going and they were picking up moles and they were putting them in a bucket. And they go back out and they find more moles. They were trapping them and they put them in buckets. And they were coming back and finding dead moles in the buckets because the moles would actually attack and kill each other. So they found that they're so territorial that they will not live in the same area with other moles. And so, but because they're so territorial, if one mole dies, other moles just move in within like 20 minutes to an hour. You have a new mole in the area. So they're very territorial animals. You could be here all day long, Toots. Toots? Is it Toots No Name? Is that what it is? Toots No Name? There's a lot of people here that have no idea about pest control at all. And then there's people here like Jennifer Lego who has been here forever. And she knows a lot about pest control, but she's a do-it-yourselfer. And there's a lot of do-it-yourselfers here. There's a few people here that are professional pest control technicians, but most of the people here are just do-it-yourselfers. I've had decent success using fipronil-based bait stations for German roaches. Am I lucky, or do you think fipronil is fairly effective? Fipronil used to be the best way to kill roaches. I had a deli shop that I used to do that got horrible cockroaches. And they were immune to every pesticide I was using in there. And then Max Force came out with fipronil as the active ingredient, and I used that stuff, and within 2 months the roaches were dead. It was fantastic. Now roaches have started to develop a resistance to fipronil, so it doesn't work as good as it used to, but it used to be the silver bullet to a roach infestation. Still getting a few bedbug bites 30 days after treating with Crossfire. I'm going to treat again. That's what I would recommend. Can I treat with Crossfire and use Alpine WSG on the baseboards, or totally Crossfire and everything? You could do Alpine on the baseboards and Crossfire and everything else. That's fine. Amazon isn't so hot for MSDS data. No, they aren't. I'll tell you what's really good is do your own pest. Do it yourself pest control is really good. They are really good. I order a lot of stuff from them too. It's do it do it yourself or do your own?
I think it's do your own.
DoYourOwn.com. Yeah. Oh, do my own is do my own. So if you go here, I love this website. I love them. All right. So you scroll down. Let's just pick a chemical. All right. Let's just do Talstar. All right. We're just talking about Talstar. All right. There's Talstar. Okay. You want to know the label? Watch this. Scroll down. Scroll down. Talstar insecticide label. Right there. Amazing. You can read the whole label. I recommend this site. This is a great site. Now, they're not always the cheapest, but if you need a label in a pinch, you're going to find it on their site. You know, let's see. Let's see. Drain flies. Right here. Let's just look up this one for drain flies. All right. Let's go down here and see. Oh, look. There's. Oh, that's just a document because it's a kit. Let's see. Let's pick an actual chemical. There we go. Now let's go down. There we go. A label. Biodrain. Boom. The label. That's fantastic. I love that. I love that about do my own pest control. DoMyOwn.com. Not a paid advertiser. But they're good. I'm still getting a few bedbug bites, and I'm just realizing it's coming from work after having treated 5 times. Is it possible that they're immune to the Crossfire? I already talked to you. I said I don't think they're immune at all. If you're continuing to bring them in and they're still dying, that you're just bringing them from work. Hello, Beth with Noah the service dog. Okay, so it's like tater tots. So it's tots. But I would pronounce that toots or toots. How would you pronounce Toots? Toots. Toots. Yeah. Like you got bad gas or something. I wouldn't want people to know my name if I tooted all the time either. Or I might. It depends on my profession. Are you laughing at me, Emma? Gotta make a 9-year-old laugh. Thanks for sharing that about the moles. Is there a best trap for moles? Not really. You get luck. Let's see. On the moles, I heard that if human hair is put in a tunnel, I don't know if that's going to work. Alpine D-dust in all the outlets, and we're not going to inhale risk. Man, that stuff is awesome for stinging insects too. Oh yes. Oh yes. I love killing yellow jackets with Alpine. It is fantastic. Moles don't like the smell of human hair. I don't know about that. Sounds like a witch's brew. I think I got to the bottom of the comments. Goodness me. So if you haven't already and you're here, there are 39 people here, 38 people here. I must have just offended somebody. All right, 38 people here. You need to go to my channel and you need to hit that red subscribe button right there. And if you're interested in seeing members only stuff, you should join, become a member. It gives me $5 a month, which isn't really that much because they take most of it. YouTube likes to keep most of that anyway. But if you want to join and become a member, I do community stuff over at the community tab over here where I give away stuff all the time for free because that's how I am. But if you're interested, join the channel. I just added the join button yesterday. So if you're interested. But subscribe, and when you do subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm live every Thursday, and you know when I put a live video up, a brand new video. I do add videos all the time. If you go to my videos, you can see I put one up 2 days ago about hornets. I got one up a week ago about Crossfire for bedbugs being made illegal. And then I didn't do another video for a long time because it's hard when you got little babies. So my watch is telling me I have to get ready for bed. So I think I am going to call it a night. And I'm going to go get some sleep. So, you all, I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy yourself wherever you are. And everybody get some good sleep. And don't let the bed bugs bite. Alright? Y'all have a great night, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for being part of the channel tonight. And don't forget, live every Thursday night after 9 o'clock, when all the kids get in bed, I'm here to talk to you about your bug problems, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be about bed bugs. It can be about silverfish. It can be about clover mites. We can talk about, let's see something else that's weird. Stink bugs, ladybugs, wasps, hornets, yellow jackets, whatever you want to talk about, I'm here. I love bug talk. It's just what I do. So hopefully you guys have a real good time, and I'll see you next week.